What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Lennox Lewis. Big up England, big up. Lennox Lewis states this. He says, I thought Tyson Fury won. He wasn't 100%. Fundamentals weren't there. Lennox Lewis, the last man, of course, to become undisputed champion, had this to say about Tyson Fury. He said, I thought Tyson Fury won. Lennox told TNT Sports he was throwing a lot of punches. He was getting the jab going. Francis Ngannou really surprised me. He showed really good poise and patience. You could tell that he was waiting for that perfect opportunity, and he threw a punch when Tyson Fury was off balance. The fundamentals weren't there from him. He wasn't 100%. This was like a warm-up fight to the big fight for me. Those are the words of Lennox Lewis. And let me counterpunch. I think Lennox Lewis played cleanup. I think he was a little harsh on Tyson Fury, talking about, the lion and the shark, and, how the shark can't come into the lion's domain and do what he did and almost do this. And I think he had to reiterate on the fact that, hey, I do feel that Tyson Fury won, which a lot of people would disagree with Lennox Lewis, okay? But he did have that to say. Now, here's the question you ask yourself, people. What would you trust from Lennox Lewis? Him saying what he just recently said or what he said before? I would go with before, because your first instinct, your first comment, your first mind thought about anything concerning that situation should be your most honest. I think what Lennox did was Lennox said that first, hey, you can't do that and almost get this and this, that, and the other, and then have to think about it and renege, and then had time to reflect and was like, wait a minute, I do need to clean this shit up again. Oh, I do think Tyson Fury won, though. You know what I mean? He didn't have the fundamentals, which that's still bad on Tyson Fury's behalf, because he was supposed to be the best fighter in the world, or the best fighter, should I say, in the heavyweight division. So it took everybody by surprise, based on the fact that Francis Ngannou never fought a professional fight before. Okay, so this is really what this is all about. Okay, and now just thinking of that, I have to do some reneging of my own. Just like Lennox Lewis. So we're not escaped from that with a question, a Q&A question that was asked about me concerning, another fight compared to this one with Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Okay, so, but other than that, I think Lennox Lewis, had to choose Tyson Fury as the victor, because, that goes again, if he was to say Francis won, it would go against boxing in general altogether. So I think he had to think about it like, wait a minute. No, I think he won. You know what I mean? So I don't want the amplified statement from me to be what I said first. So let me clean it up by adding this shit on to it. You lack fundamentals. Francis was poised, but did you notice Lennox Lewis didn't say anything that Francis lacked? Okay, but he said everything that Tyson Fury lacked. His balance was off when he hit him, excuse. His fundamentals weren't there. That's a minus, right? That's a minus 10 points, right? What else did he say? Tyson was throwing a lot of punches, but Francis really surprised him. You know what I mean? So that's all he really had to say. So what warranted Tyson Fury to really win? Tyson Fury throwing a lot of punches? That doesn't win you that doesn't win you fights at all. What you throw is what you land, people. Okay? So we have to take that into account. I think Lennox Lewis had to do this, because he didn't want to go against his own sport that made him who he was. You guys tell me what you think about Lennox Lewis kind of switching up on his first comment about Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counter.